Dominican Republic.
Welcome in.
Charlotte in Maryland.
From Maryland, welcome.
And the Shell DMV.
All right. DMV, is that what you said?
Yes. DMV.
Nice, welcome.
I'm an artist, the DMV.
Very nice.
Chris Dominguez, Long Beach, California.
What's up, Chris in LBC?
Roy Santos.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Emily, Columbus, Georgia.
Welcome.
Philip from Jacksonville, Florida.
Welcome from Florida. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's business overview. Please let us know your name and where you are calling from. We are going to get started in a couple of minutes. Happy to see you guys. Please send some last minute text messages. Those of you guys that have guests coming on, make sure that you let them know. Those of you guys that have some teammates coming on, make sure you let them know. We are going to get started in just a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Abigail from Texas.
Welcome, Abigail.
Idris Salaka, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. I love it. Welcome, Idris. How are you, brother?
Fantastic.
Prentice from Detroit, Michigan.
Awesome. Welcome.
Pete Cancel, Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Mass. Welcome, Keith.
Timothy from Chicago.
Welcome, welcome, Timothy. All right, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, let us know your name and where you're connecting from. We are going to get started in 1 minute, so don't be shy. Let us know your name and where you're connected from. Thank
Ignacio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome, Ignacio.
John Souza, Washington, D.C. Metro.
Welcome.
David Leggett, Kennesaw, Georgia.
Awesome, welcome.
Victor Flores, Peak Rivera.
Shamiqua Obi from Virginia.
Adrian Basurto, Pico Rivera.
Gabby,
Welcome,
Orlando,
welcome.
Florida.
Welcome, Gabby.
Francisco, Atlanta, Georgia.
Welcome, Francisco. All right, let's get 2 more people on before we get started. Who wants to introduce themselves and let us know where you're connected from, please?
What's up,
Arlene
everyone?
in Maryland.
Calvin from
Welcome,
NorCal.
Arlene. Calvin, welcome.
Brina, Houston, Texas.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome from Houston, all over the U.S.
Glenn from New York.
Welcome from New York. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful day. Happy 2025. I was about to say 2024. So happy 2025. My name is JC Rangel. I'm actually the president here with BYLD Network, and we're very happy to have all of you guys here. Today we've got a tremendous speaker and one of the biggest success stories in our company that's going to be presenting the information. Ladies and gentlemen, my recommendation would be for you to make sure that you are taking copious notes. Okay, watch this information uninterrupted, because not only the information, but the gentleman that's going to deliver the information is somebody that's accomplished big success, not only in this company, not only in this industry, but in multiple industries. One of the things about this gentleman is that, yes, he knows how to make a lot of money. Okay. But even more importantly than that, he's helped a lot of people make a lot of money. He's got a servant's heart and he knows 100% of the information. He loves to help people and he's got tremendous energy. You are, I'm glad that I'm talking before him because sometimes I get to speak after him and it's hard to follow that energy. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that once again, you are taking copious notes. Make sure that you're uninterrupted because I promise you one thing. The information that's going to be shared with you here today is information that is not only changing people's lives financially, location freedom, but it will change a lot of people's lives. And yes, that may sound cliche and whatnot, but let me tell you something, that is going to happen. So with that being said, I want to do a mic check. I want to see if we've got Mr. Julio Aquino on the line.
Yes, sir, my brother. I'm here. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored, my friend. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Hey, team, let's give it up for our president, okay, of BYLD, Mr. JC Rangel. Thank you. Let's give it back to him. Throw some fire in the chat. All right, let's build. Listen, I'm super excited to have this incredible opportunity. JC, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a little bit on the weather, but hopefully I can bring the energy tonight, man. Hopefully I can bring the energy. So, for those of you that are joining for the first time to your first ever BYLD overview, listen, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you. Welcome to the company that's here to stay. Welcome to the company that is poised to break records in the industry. It's just different at BYLD. Okay, you can search over if you've been looking for something like this, if you've been looking for an opportunity where you can be you, where you can succeed, where you're not going to have any sort of discrimination. Okay, welcome to this incredible opportunity. We want to welcome you from our corporate team, Mr. Rangel, Mr. Estrella, the executive leadership, and also the local leadership. We want to welcome everyone that's here. If this is your second time, and if you're a builder already, right, we want to welcome you back. We want to welcome you with open arms so that way you can come back and recharge, re-energize, and replug in this new year's, because it is about to be a breaking year for everyone that's on this call and for every builder that's here at BYLD. So welcome. Again, like JC said, my name is Julio Aquino. I'm your humble servant today. I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you and here to relay the most important information that you're going to have tonight. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Again, I apologize. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I am going to give it my best. Okay, so who are we? That's right. The name of our company is BYLD. Okay, why BYLD? We want to make sure that here you're building your live streams, and we want to build your mindset. We want to build your business. And most important, we want to build your net worth, okay? We want to make sure that you have a lot of zeros, okay, in your bank account, all right? Now, who are we? What is BYLD, okay? Real simple. We are a high-ticket brokerage with 4 high-ticket verticals. Each of those components have huge income potential. Now, you're asking yourself, if you were to ask me, well, Julio, why do you want to build a business? Well, it's real simple, okay? It's real simple, okay? Because, Clem, no one is coming to save you, okay? Francisco, no one is coming to help you. And tonight, right, entrepreneurship, right, used to be a should. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It has now become a definitely must. Now, what's the current financial situation? You're hearing it all over the news. You hear it on the media, right? You hear, people bragging about it, talking about it, okay? Debt crisis, layoffs, interest rates, bankruptcies, job displacements, right? AI taking over, recession, right? Well, listen, you need to find something else. You need to find something to supplement that income. And what has happened is that people today, because of that, we live now what is called the gig economy. We have doctors that are doing Uber. Okay, we got retired people, right? Retired military personnel that are doing DoorDash, right? People that are looking to supplement their income because it's not enough. Okay, it's not enough. All right, now, what if you were to look into a business opportunity, right? Okay, what do you want to look into? And also, if you're tired of the opportunity that you're at now, the career path that you're on now, if you want to change, Okay. If you want to switch gears, maybe you're not happy where you're at and you just need something new, something that won't limit you, how high you can grow and how much money you can earn. Well, this is what you want to look to once you're looking into a business opportunity. Number one, industries with a big market penetration, big target market and low market penetration. You also want to look for an opportunity that has essential goods and services like gas, electricity, and water, right? People are going to use that no matter if it's hot outside, no matter if it's cold outside, no matter if there's money, no matter if there's not money, right? People are always going to need those things. And then also industries that are going to thrive in good and bad economies, okay? Now, let's talk about BYLD, okay? Let's talk about who we are. Let's talk about our core, all right? And as you can see here, we have our core, right? And we begin with Encore Solar, all right? Where that is our solar division, where someone can come on board, get started with us, and they can make an average of, say, $6,000 to $10,000, okay? Per homeowner that they help switch to solar. We also have our security division, which is through Brinks and ADT. You can earn anywhere between $500 to $700 per homeowner that you help. We also have our water division, where you can earn anywhere between $1,000 to $2,100 per homeowner that you help with one of our best alkaline water in the market. Okay, to me, in my opinion, it's the best. And then, as you see my hat, right, the Smart Money Club, residual income. All right, now let's talk about solar. Okay, now if you are following what our president said, take copious notes, right? I want you to start taking copious notes now, okay? Because this is big. So, why do you want to get involved in the solar industry? Well, sizing and timing of the opportunity. There's over 130 million homes in the nation. 90 million right now are currently eligible for solar and growing, okay? And approximately 5 of those, right? 5 million of those homes have gone solar. So we're talking about 85 million homes that are eligible and currently still without solar, okay? Still without solar, and they're waiting for someone like you, someone like a Roxy, right? Someone like a Don that's going to come and is going to help them and unplug from the matrix, okay? Now, why solar for consumers? It's real simple, Javari. People save up to 50% on the energy cost. There's zero out-of-pocket cost. There's blackout protection, tax incentives, immediate increase in their home value. And listen, one of the main reasons why I do this is because clean energy. I want to make sure that when my grandkids, my great-grandkids go outside, they can still enjoy the beautiful blue turquoise beaches around the world, because global warming is not polluting and deteriorating this incredible earth that we lived on, okay? And guess what? In 2022, someone went solar every 44 seconds. That's right, every 44 seconds. So people are going solar with or without you. We want to make sure that they do it with you, so that way you can, be in front of it, right? And take advantage of it. Now, also, this is a legitimate career opportunity. If you want to do this part-time, absolutely you can do this part-time. If you want to do it full-time, absolutely you can do this full-time, okay? Now, here's the best part. 90% of all of our revenue is generated through virtual sales. It's real simple. People simply refer a solar customer and they earn up to 50% of that commission. Because you can also become a builder mentor, right? And you can sell for those consultants and earn 50% of that commission. You don't want to sell solar? No problem. You build your team and you earn commissions and overrides from the sales that they make. So as you can see here, the sky is the limit. You have no ceiling with us, okay? All right? There's no cap. Now, we also are blessed to have, in my opinion, the best 25-year production guarantee in the market, okay? Our guarantee is the best in the industry, all right? And we're the only solar panel installation company that gives 100% guarantee to the amount of energy that your solar power system produces, okay? And who is that? Freedom Forever. They guarantee you the power, return your lost savings, and they also give you the guaranteed production, which is absolutely amazing. Throw some fire in the chat because this is super, super amazing, okay? All right, super great. Now, let's continue. Gabby, if I was to ask you, what do you see here? Okay? Jabari, if I was to ask you, what do you see here? Don, if I was to ask you, what do you see here? What will you say? That's right, an opportunity. All right. An opportunity. Someone that doesn't know about this will say, well, I just see a lot of roofs. I just see a lot of trees, a lot of streets, right? Well, we see opportunity because there's a lot of homes that need solar and they're going to go solar with or without you. Okay. We want you to be on the front and center of this incredible, okay, opportunity. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a couple of our customers' testimonials. Okay. So here's one of our customers in California. Their bill before solar was $287 a month. What we were able to do is we were able to eliminate that electricity production or consumption that they were having. And now they only have one bill of $148 a month. Okay. And you hear our president say this all the time. Okay. Mr. Rangel says a solar presentation is not a presentation. It's an IQ test. And ladies and gentlemen, I had the privilege of helping a homeowner today, okay, go solar, and it's true. It is an IQ test. People, when you teach solar right, when you teach solar with integrity, when you teach solar the way that it's supposed to be taught, when you teach solar, okay, with generosity, when you teach this in a genuine way and an educated way, right, people are going to switch. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, okay? Now watch this. The commission on this deal was $6,400. The mentor that closed this deal got $3,200, and the mentee that set up this, the deal, right, made also $3,200, okay? Which is absolutely amazing. This is another testimonial in Florida. Their bill was $410 before solar. Their bill after solar was $290 a month, okay? Now, the commission on this deal, Ed, was $8,200, okay? The mentor, Juan, got $4,100, and the mentee, Jessica, got $4,100, okay? Throw some fire in the chat if you're excited, okay, of earning that amount of commission. And hey, maybe even more, okay? I know of mentors, mentees that are making way more than this, okay? So, again, the sky's the limit. Now, let's talk about the energy costs over time. So let's say that this homeowner is paying $150 a month. In 10 years, that bill is going to double. So it's going to go up to $300. Then in 30 years, that $300 a month bill is now $1,500. So you're talking about a total electricity cost of $225,000. So almost $250,000. And for you to go solar, approximately the cost of the product is about $54,000, okay, on average. So you're talking about $171,000 in savings by simply switching a button. Instead of you using your energy from the grid, now you're becoming your own provider of electricity. You're becoming your own energy producer, okay? And once the system is paid off, guess what? You don't have to worry about paying an electric bill ever again in your life. And then you also lock in your electricity costs. There's no money down, and the homeowner receives a 30% tax credit. It's just absolutely phenomenal, right? Now, let me make a pause here because you heard Mr. Rangel, you heard from me, right? And you've heard from many of the leaders of this company. But listen to this man, okay? Wouldn't you agree that he has a few $1 billion in his account that we're willing to listen? Absolutely, right? And he said this, energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. Ladies and gentlemen, here, let me take a look at the chat. Sabrina, Calvin, okay? All right, let me take a look at the chat. Let me see who's here. Anthony, Bernice, you are part of the largest transfer of wealth in history. You're here because you will be one of those future millionaires with this company. You just have to take action. Take massive action, okay? Now, there's 7 ways to earn, okay? Real simple. Number 1, personal sales. 2, mentor sales. Team building overrides. Dual team bonus. Coded bonuses, okay? Matching bonuses, and then we have our bonus pools, okay? Now, I want to make sure that we get the income disclaimer clearly, okay? Because we want to make sure that we don't get in trouble with our attorneys. The income potential shown in this presentation is not necessarily representative of the income, if any, that you can or will earn through your participation in BYLD. Your success depends on your individual efforts, skills, and market conditions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that we get that out of the way. Now let's talk about personal sales. Okay, one of the ways that you can make money. You can earn 70% commission on your personal sales. Okay, so let's say that the average profit that's coming into bill is $10,000 per install. That means that you made 70% of that, which would be $7,000. Got some fart in the chat, right? That's the first way. Number two, mentor sales. You're talking about 3 training sales with a mentor before you can become a mentor, right? I want to give a big shout out to Jessica and also to Glenn. They're on their way to becoming mentors with the companies, okay? Then after you become a mentor, right? Or, we call it level 2, you get to close 5 sales on your own, okay? So remember, 3 sales that you have to sell with a mentor, and then you have to close 5 sales on your own, and then most importantly, complete a company certification, all right? Now you have become a mentor, and you get to split sales with consultants, not only on your team, but company-wide. Company-wide, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely amazing. Now, let me give you an example of mentor sales. So let's say that, Ed has become a mentor, and he's helped 4 consultants close his first 3 training sales. That's 12 sales at an average of $3,500 after split commission. Ding, 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 cha-ching, like I like to say it, right? Ed has made $42,000 in commission. Throw some fire in the chat for Ed. Absolutely amazing, right? Now, one of my favorite quotes, and this is one of my mentors, may God have his soul in peace. May his soul rest in peace, right? He said, you will get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Okay? So at BYLD, ladies and gentlemen, we are a community that we help others succeed. Okay? The only way that JC, that Mr. Navarro are going to succeed is if they help enough people in this company succeed. And so forth, right? We're here paying it forward, right? You hear Mr. Navarro say, if we build it, they will come. All right? So we want to make sure that everyone wins here with us, okay? Now, let's talk about the team building overrides. This is where everybody wins. So these are the different levels in our company for the overriding position. And I'm going to touch a little bit on all of those, right? So everyone begins as a consultant. So let's say that Ed became a consultant with the company and he started rocking and rolling. He closed his first deal today. He made 70% commission on his personal deal. But he brought in an absolute studette, okay, in Jessica and Rick, and it's done. Jessica and Rick closed their first deal. Ed now makes a 20% override on that deal. Rick and Jessica still make their 70% commission, right? But Ed also, because he referred them to the business, he's going to make a 20% frontline override. Can you throw some money signs in the money symbols in the chat? Throw some thumbs, some fires in the chat, because this is absolutely amazing, right? Now, guess what? Ed gets a raise. Ed now becomes a manager. He now earns 30% frontline override, okay? And in addition to that, a 10% team override into infinity. And then he also gets to keep his 70% commission, all right? Then as you can see, in order for you to achieve that rank, you need to have 10 team installs, not just yourself, but team installs in a 60-day period. Okay, listen, team, throw some fire in the chat, throw some, some things, some emojis in the chat, thanking Mr. Rangel and Mr. Navarro for creating this incredible comp plan. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen many, many comp plans. Matter of fact, I've been part of many comp plans, and I've never seen a comp plan so powerful as the one that we have here at BYLD. Okay, next position is director, 35% frontline override, 15% team override to infinity, and then 70% commission, okay? All right, then I am going to make a quick stop here at executive director. Executive director, here's where the game changes, right? Because not only are you making overrides on your team, okay, but now you're making a 2% company-wide pool on all of the installs that the company's making, all right? So throw some fire in the chat for that for Mr. Rangel and Mr. Navarro creating that for us, okay? And then last but not least, okay, national director. You get everything that you saw before, but now you get an increase. You get an extra 5% on your frontline and your team overrides, and also you get an additional 3% on a company-wide pool, all right? Absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to give you some number examples based on each of these positions. As a manager with 10 consultants, okay? And this is a joke, guys, okay? We have people here that we have builders in their team that they have over 300, 400, 500 people in their team, okay? But as a manager with just 10 consultants doing one sale each, okay? With a team of 10 consultants that are each helping one homeowner go solar a month, right? That's 10 solar deals that you have in your team per month. 4 that are coming from your first level and 6 that are coming from anywhere on your team. That's approximately $6,300 in overrides. Now, if you do one sale for yourself, that's $7,000, right? Because remember, you're getting that 70% of the 10,000, right? So when you add 6,300 and 7,000, you're talking about a total combined of $13,300 in total earnings for that month. Give me 1 second, please. Thank you. All right, perfect. So let's take a look now at an example with a director with 10 consultants, each doing 2 sales each. So I say director with a team of 10 consultants helping 2 households go solar per month. That's 20 solar deals per month on your team. 8 of those are coming from your personal level, your first level, right? Your direct, the people that you personally sponsor. Then 12 can come from anywhere in your team. It could be in your 2nd generation. It could be in your 100th generation, right? Approximately, that translates into $13,800 in overrides. Now, if you do one sale yourself, that's $7,000, which will be your commission on your personal production. So when you add that together, that's over $20,800 a month that you're making just in overrides and one simple solar sale that you're making, team. That is absolutely amazing, okay? That is absolutely amazing. Now, let's take a look at an executive director with 50 consultants. And this is very doable, ladies and gentlemen. This is very doable, okay? All right? Big shout out again to Mr. Rangel and Mr. Navarro that were able to design a comp plan that, if you're a quarter of a good of what you are, you're going to stumble upon success here with us, okay? So look at this. With a team of 50 consultants, each helping 2 households go solar per month, which is a joke, okay? All right? That's 100 solar deals per month on your team. 30 of those deals are coming from your first level. 80 are coming from anywhere in your team. Now here, the numbers are incredibly amazing, okay? All right, because you're just looking based on the override margin. You're not even counting your personal production, right? So 36,000 in your first level overrides and 31,500 on your overrides from the rest of your entire team, okay? Absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, hey, you want to see more money? Okay, absolutely you do, because I know that there's only 2 reasons why you showed up today. Number 1 is the money, and guess what number 2 is? That's right, the money also. So with our home and security business brokerage, right, security brokerage, right, you can earn, like you saw on the presentation, anywhere between $400 to $700 per sale. Now the benefit of this is this: you get that commission the very next week. You help a homeowner get the system today, you're going to get paid on that next week. And these are the incredible benefits that our home and business security brokerage has. Okay? Absolutely amazing. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite products, which is our Rain H2O. It's our alkaline hydrogen water brokerage. And the beauty of this is that you get to transform your home with pure alkaline water for drinking, bathing, and healthier tomorrow. Matter of fact, this tea that I'm drinking right now is through alkaline water. Okay? It's absolutely amazing. If you have any kids, if you have any loved ones that live with you, man, if you love yourself, I recommend that you have your own alkaline hydrogen water system, okay? And why do you want to do that? You see the benefits there. You see the benefits there. Also, as you can see here, the type of water that you put in your body affects each and every single part of your brain, okay? So wouldn't you want to put something in that is good into your system? Absolutely. That's why I drink my alkaline water every single day, everybody. That is absolutely amazing, okay? Now, let me go ahead to the next slide, okay? How do you get started, okay? How do you get started? Well, there's 2 ways that you can get started. If you're just looking to just close deals on your own, not wanting to grow a big team, just want to, I want to limit myself, you can become a consultant, right? You have a one-time fee of $149, and then you only have $49 a month, okay? Now, in my professional opinion, right, that's perfectly fine. But why would you want to limit yourself when you can earn so much more? Okay? You're more than welcome to do that. If you're a solar pro, right? Listen, that's not a problem. You can do that because I know that you want to go out there and sell out on your own. That's what you've normally been doing. So you're going to get your own nationwide solar business, your own nationwide ADT business, and you also get access to all of the techs and training. Plus, if you refer 4 consultants that come into the business or higher, guess what? You don't have to pay the $49 anymore, okay? Because we have a program that is called Refer 4 and Pay No More, and you don't have to pay. Now, if you want to participate in all of the products and services that we have, not only on the solar and the security business, right, the ADT business, and you want to take advantage of everything else, including residual, everyone that's here, okay, that is building seriously with Build will tell you that Builder is the way to go, okay? Builder was the way to go because you're not limiting yourself, okay? And you're making money also residually through our amazing compensation plan, which I'm going to talk about that in a brief here, okay? Now, what does the Builder package gives you? $199 one-time setup fee, then $99 a month. You get everything that you saw as a consultant, but here you also get Smart Money Club membership, and you also get Build Rewards membership that I'm going to talk about that next, okay? And the beauty of it is that you get to refer 4 and pay no more. If you refer 4 builders, guess what? You don't got to worry about paying your builder membership anymore. It's completely free or no cost, right? I want to make sure that I get the verbiage there, Juan, correctly, Juan. Okay? All right, so let's talk about our Smart Money Club membership. So this is what you get with our Smart Club membership, okay? You're talking about financial mastery, where you can learn how to credit repair, tax plan, be your own bank, and pretty much learn how to tax-free retire, okay? You also get to learn your business mastery. So if you want to have access to capital, all right, if you want to establish core credit, right, the Smart Money Club membership is such an incredible tool, okay? All right? Now, the beauty of this is that you get to build generational wealth with this incredible tool, all right? Now, also, our Build Rewards memberships. This is what includes, okay? It offers you savings on the purchases that you're making every single day. We have incredible testimonials with people that are shopping. They're going to Pizza Hut. They're going to Olive Garden, right? And getting 15%, 20, 30% discounts, even 50% discounts, right? Because of this incredible membership. And just to give you a fun fact, the average annual savings per member is between $2,500 to $3,500. So that takes care of it itself, right? That just the savings on the membership takes care of the payment of the membership itself, okay? For the whole year, just on the savings. Now, let's talk about the residual money, okay? Let's talk about the residual money, which is one of my favorite parts, which is the dual team bonus. Now, these numbers are based on a 99-month membership. So, as you can see here, let's say that you just referred 2 people. One person on your left and one person on your right, one person in your team 1 and one person in your team 2. And they just did the same thing that you did. Once your team becomes 10 and you have 10 people in your left team and 10 people in your right team, you now make a monthly residual of $500 every single month. That's right. Every single month you get $500, okay? As long as they stayed and they purchased that membership, you're going to earn $500 every single month. Now let's continue to grow it. Builder 1,000, $1,000 a month. That's 25 and 25. And as you can see, this comp plan gives you the opportunity and it gives you the potential of making over $250,000 a month residually. Wait a minute, Julio. You mean that I have to bring personally 20,000 people, 10,000 on my left and 10,000 on my right? No. Real simple. All you got to do is just refer a couple. And it's going to trickle down, okay? And you're going to be able to earn overrides on your entire team. Also, another part of our dual team bonus is our check match. So let's say that Ed started with this business and Ed referred to Don, okay? Don made this month $250,000 because he's an executive 250. Because Ed is up there and Ed referred him to the company, Ed now makes a 20% check match on that. Now, Don referred Juan. Juan did the same thing, okay? Ed now makes 10% because Juan is the second generation, okay? Let's say now Juan brought in Jessica. Jessica now is third generation to Ed. Ed makes 5% of that. And as you can see that subsequently, all the way down to your ninth generation, from your fourth on, you're making 2.5% check match. It's absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely amazing. Now, how to get started? You already heard it, right? Real simple. What you get, this is what you get with our opportunity. You not only you participate in our solar division, also you participate in our security division. You also participate on our alkaline water division, and you get all the benefits of the Smart Money Club and also the BYLD Rewards membership. Okay. Now, I want to do something special. Okay. I want to do something special. Okay. Because you've heard a lot from me today, right? Throw some fire in the chat if you're really excited. You absolutely are, right? All right. Throw some ones in the chat, throw some fire in the chat. But I want to hear a testimonial. Okay. Would you be okay if we share with you a testimony? Will that be okay? Throw some fire in the chat if you want that to happen. If you want to see that. All right. So this is what I want to do. I want to bring on board this incredible power couple that I got to work with today. Okay. Now, they have been under the weather, so that's why you haven't seen them active over the holidays. But mark my words when I say it, they're here to stay and take over. Okay. All right. So what I want to do, I want to introduce for a brief testimony, all right, to none the other than Jessica and Rick, this incredible power couple out of Texas. Throw some fire in the chat. Okay. Throw some fire in the chat. All right. Jessica, Rick, are you guys there?
We're here.
We're here.
All right. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hey, everybody. I'm Jessica. This is Rick Smith, and we're in McKinney, Texas.
All right. All right. Throw some fire in the chat for them. Okay. So this is what I want to do. Okay. Now, Jessica and Rick, I got the opportunity to helping you on your first sale today. Okay. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to ask you so that way you can share with everyone that is here today, right? Because we have a lot of new folks that are here today, and we also have a lot of people that are here with us, okay? So what is the current business that you own?
Yeah, so Rick and I run a plumbing company here in McKinney. His dad actually started the company in 1970. And then Rick picked it up from basically nothing, and now we've turned it into a really great small business. We employ 8, 9, 10 people. And so we run a plumbing company here in McKinney, Frisco area.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Throw some fire in the chat for Jessica and Rick. Amazing. Building and running a successful plumbing company. Okay. Now, if I may ask you, what attracted you to BYLD and Encore Solar?
So, actually, about a month or two after Rick and I got married, he ruptured a disc in his spine. And we went through 5 years of basically pain doctors, orthopedic specialists, all kinds of doctors, and trying to avoid surgery because, we heard horror stories about surgery. And after actually on the 5-year anniversary of his disc rupturing, he had disc replacement surgery, and now it's been over a year and he's completely healed from that. So what happened was, when it first happened, he could no longer go out in the field. It was excruciating pain. He could not work in the field anymore, and we had to figure out what to do. So after all that time of going through all the doctors and the pain and all that kind of stuff, we kind of figured out we need a different way to make money. We can't depend on just, running our business until we run ourselves into the ground. So plumbing is a pretty body, crawling underneath floors and in attics and digging in holes and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty hard on your body. So Rick really took a beating for 30 years. And we just needed a different way. We actually got an email about water filtration, and then my first sale ended up being on solar. So we actually were thinking this was going to be we were going to start selling water filtration through the plumbing company, and we didn't even realize what BYLD even was. We really didn't realize what this was. Yeah.
Pretty amazing, right? How things can kind of turn around, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Now, I want to shift gears a little bit. All right. First of all, everyone, throw some fire in the chat because, Jessica and Rick, they're pouring their hearts out to you guys. All right. So that way you can see that these are real people. All right. At BYLD, we have the privilege of helping people from all walks of life. Okay. I don't care if you're super successful. I don't care if you just started your career and you're hungry for more. We're here to help everybody. Okay. So let's talk about your first appointment today. Okay. So how were you able to get your first appointment with your mom, by the way? Super amazing. Okay. She was awesome. Can you just walk us through that? Can you share that with us if you don't mind?
Yeah, I literally said, Mom, send me your utility bill.
Are you serious? Is that easy?
Yeah,
it was that simple.
That's all I did. I just said, hey, we're getting certified because we want to add solar services to the plumbing company. Could you help me out? And I sent this message to about maybe 5-10 people because I was not feeling well. And she said, sure. And I said, can you get on a Zoom at 3 o'clock? And she goes, yeah. So that was the extent of and then like, I even had to log in and get her utility bill for her because she couldn't figure out how to send me the PDF or whatever. But yeah, so I logged in and got her utility bill for her and sent it over to you, Julio, and we jumped on the call. I mean, it was literally that simple.
So super easy, right? No stress. No stress. All right, perfect. Now, let me ask you something. Did you like the educational process of how we helped them go solar?
It was awesome. The detail. So my mom is a very detailed person and she has a lot of questions. And the education part was so well done. She didn't even have as many questions as she normally has, just like on a daily basis. So yeah, the questions were answered in the presentation. And by the way, it was my first time to see a presentation, so I didn't even know what to expect. But it was super comfortable. The presentation itself might have been 30 minutes. The rest of the time we were joking on the phone and talking about traveling and scuba diving and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, Julio made it really comfortable, and I felt really good personally, like letting my mom make this huge decision to switch over to solar. It was great. I was very excited.
Now, when we were talking about, solar not being, being an IQ test, do you feel that was truly the presentation, right?
Yeah, the numbers. Yeah. So, one thing I want to point out for my mom, so we lost my dad 3 years ago, and she always had a pool. And for her, having a swimming pool is a big deal because she wants all the grandkids to come over. She wants to, for people to enjoy her house. And this summer, she rebuilt a pool because she bought a new house and she rebuilt a pool. And she was so upset because her electric bill was over $600. And, she's a retired widow and her electric bill was over $600. And she turned off her pool pump and she drained her hot tub. And now, because of the savings that she saw, she doesn't have to do that anymore. We're going to be able to enjoy the pool, enjoy the hot tub, and she's not going to stress out about a $600 electric bill. Honestly, that's the best part about what I saw today.
That's right. That's right. Now, let me ask you something, Jessica. Do you remember what was her total financial benefit after we did the numbers? Do you remember?
I think it was like $167,000. Wow. I think it was 167,000. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was actually on the low end because she was underestimating her utility bills. And when we were kind of looking at it, she was like, oh yeah, I guess it was higher than that.
And remember, that's not counting what she's paid for electricity in the past 40 years.
Exactly.
Okay. Which she paid another 100,000 on top of that. Now, let me ask you, you remember what was the commission on that? Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Just like the commission for us is over 12,000. I was shocked. I thought it would be, I really thought it was a joke, like the commission level. And then he showed me the calculation and how it's going to be over 12,000, which means as a mentee, I get over $6,000 on my first sale, my first call, my first appointment, my first presentation. Yeah. It's crazy.
That is absolutely amazing. Hans, Jabari, Louis, Roxy, are you listening to that? That is absolutely amazing. But let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. For those of you that are hearing this for the first time, the real big winner here is Jessica's mom, okay? Because literally she 10x what the commission was in savings. Okay. That's when you're doing solar right, ladies and gentlemen, because we're putting the customer first. Okay. We're putting the customer first. And of course, we get rewarded for that. Okay. We get rewarded for that. So now, basically, all you did, Jessica, was introduce me to your lovely mom. Okay. And Rick, introduce me to, your lovely mom. We did the presentation. She sent over the electric bill. We did the presentation, right? We educated her on the benefits of solar. And all she did was agree to it. And we were able to switch her from the electrical grid to now the solar grid. And you were able to not only save your mom hundreds of thousands of dollars, but make over $12,000 in total commission, which would be a little bit over $6,000 to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just by simply what? Making an introduction. Is that
Well, I
correct?
made the introduction, but I also shut my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
I
Jesse,
literally,
are you listening to this? Juan, are you listening to this? What'd you do? What'd you do?
I shut my mouth. I let the expert do the talking, and I made the introduction. That's all I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the example of a perfect mentee. Okay. All right. This is the example of a perfect mentee. Hans, Jabari, okay, Don, okay, Erjan, wouldn't you want this to be your mentee? Absolutely, right? Roxy, wouldn't you want this to be your mentee? Because this is the way that you want to set up the perfect appointment. All right. And I actually got kudos from Rick after a presentation. He was like, Julio, you actually got Jessica to listen to you. And she didn't say anything throughout the entire presentation. How you managed to do that? Listen, guys and girls, okay? When there's $12,000 on the line, I'm pretty sure that you're going to listen.
Hey,
Okay?
Julio, one more thing, bud.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
So Jessica signed up under me. So I got an override of $2,400 on the sale as well.
That's right. That's right. That's right. He gets the override. That's right, because he gets that extra 20%. Ladies and gentlemen, you see how this business is so incredible? Okay? Because people here are having fun, number one. Okay? They're helping others. Okay? And then while we're doing all of that, okay, we're humans. We're just like you. We're humans. Okay? All right? If you cut us, we bleed. The only difference is if you cut me, I bleed. Okay? I bleed white and yellow. I bleed BYLD. Okay? That's what I bleed. But as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about people helping people. It's all about you sitting down with someone and having a conversation. And I'm pretty sure, Jessica, that your mom, once we present her the alkaline water, I'm pretty sure that she's going to want to take advantage of that because she has the pool too. Okay? You know what I mean? So it's just one step at a time. People are already are using the products and services. And just like, your mom, we talked to her. She was baffled when she knew that she was paying for solar panels. She didn't own them yet, right? We actually broke down the bill for her. We showed her what every charge was, and she was able to save big. She was able to save big. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I want you to give a big, big shout out. Throw some fire in the chat for Jessica and Rick. These couple are absolutely on fire. I'm so excited for them. And listen, for those of you that are looking at this for the first time, my recommendation will be to reach out to the person that invited you to this incredible call. Get your position now. Lock in your position right now, because this is going to happen with or without you. And we want you to be front and center to this incredible wealth trend. And for those of you that are coming again, for those builders that are here, get excited, get fired up. Go reach out to a family member, get a bill, all right? Make an introduction, play a video, right? So that way they can become part of this incredible movement and you can get exposed, all right? And last but not least, please, team, everyone that's here, send your prayers to the family members, not only of our executive team, part of our teams that are here that are in California with this crazy fires that are going on. Please keep them in your prayers because it's crazy out there, team. All right. And we want to make sure that we send out their prayers, send out our prayers to them. So that way, they can recuperate from this incredible tragedy that's happening over there right now. All right. All right. So till today, here's my part. I'm super excited about all of you. Again, Jessica, Rick, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that's here. We look forward to seeing you around the beaches of the world. And like our president says, We're going to either see you at the top or from the top. Julio here. Let's build. Take care, everybody. God bless.